here's my idea. Now, my great froggy brain tells me that if we can't open the door to this cage, Sweetums can.
What did he say?
Oh, Sweetums. Hey, Sweetums.
I am.
Get up, Sweetums. Well, my plan needs more work, I think. Maybe if he thought Tamanella was talking to him. Oh, Sweetums, this is Tamanella.
Yes, nice lady.
Get up, you old precious pie. Upsy daisy, Sweetums.
Precious pie, upsy daisy.
Nice old Cuddlekins, get up now.
Cuddlekins, get up. Cuddlekins, wake up.
Oh, no, don't wake up.
Sweetums, lay your ugly head down upon your wretched bed. Close your eyes and go to sleep. Rest your giant hulking heap.
Nighty night.
Okay. Well, we'll give it one more try. Well, Sweetums, this is Tamanella again. Will my old Fuzzy Wuzzy do something for me?
What do for nice lady?
Stay asleep and let Frog go.
Stay asleep and let Frog go.
Right.
Stay asleep and let Frog go. Stay asleep and let Frog go. Nighty night.
Hooray, I'm free.
Yay!
Let Frog go!
Oh, boy.
Oh, my.
Not want to let Frog go.
Yeah, well,
Sweetums eat Frog now! It's yummy time. Oh, yes. Eat frog time. Get club. Now where Froggy go? There he is.
Wait a minute.
Got Frog.
no, you don't.
Oh, there he is, that little frog. Where he go, that dumb old frog? Sweetums gonna hit and smash. Turn old frog, Froggy smash. Sweetums find that frog and mash. Polly Wally Froggy get mighty bashed. Oh, there he be. Oh, now I get him now. Polly Wally Froggy gonna get it now. Sweetums, get that Froggy now. Froggy will be Sweetums' child. Sweetums, get that frog and how. Wally Wally Froggy get a mighty pow.
I thought we did that rather well.
Shall we go?
After you.
have to destroy Taminella's power before the king makes her a queen.
My innocent flares.
It was early morning on the island of Sodor. Duncan was waiting for Peter Sam, who was bringing some freight cars for him to take to Strawberry Grove. Duncan was also to take the headmaster and the new organ. While they waited, the headmaster played a lively tune. Peter Sam had steamed all through the night to bring Duncan his wagons. But as he approached the junction, a low-hanging branch knocked his whistle off. This meant he couldn't work until he got a new one. I can't run on the tracks without my whistle, chuffed Peter Sam. That would be too dangerous. An engine's not an engine without a whistle, boasted Duncan. And just to prove it, he let off a big blast. But the rest of the engines just ignored him. Duncan chuffed away in a big huff. He was cross. They're jealous of my fine whistle, Duncan huffed, as he steamed through the countryside. He whistled at some sheep, but they were too busy eating grass to take notice. Bah, said Duncan. I need to whistle louder and longer next time. Soon Duncan approached a level crossing where Elizabeth, the quarry truck, waited with a farmer's prize bull. This time, Duncan whistled as loud and as long as he could. Said the bull. Stop that nonsense, Duncan, Elizabeth called. Duncan carried on cheerfully down the track. But he hadn't noticed his whistle had come loose. Then Duncan saw Terence plowing a field. He'll get the loudest and longest whistle yet, he chortled to himself. And he blew so hard, his whistle shot off like a mighty rocket and landed out of sight. Everyone searched for Duncan's whistle, but it was nowhere to be seen. We're stuck, said his driver. We can't move without a whistle. It would be too dangerous. Leave it to me, the headmaster said. For the rest of the day, Duncan didn't make a sound. But the headmaster's organ did. As Duncan delivered his freight cars, the headmaster tooted the organ at every crossing and every stop. It alerted everyone just as well as a whistle would, although Duncan didn't think so. Finally, Duncan finished delivering the last of his freight cars. Duncan steamed quietly back to the junction as the headmaster played the organ. Look, Rusty teased, it's Duncan the musical engine. Let's whistle along, said Rheneas. Whistled Skarloey. But Peter Sam, who had a shiny new whistle, felt sorry for Duncan. You really did well to deliver your goods without a whistle, he said. Do you think so? Said Duncan, cheering up a bit. Absolutely, said Peter Sam. Even though an engine's not an engine without a whistle. Or an organ, chuckled the headmaster, and he tooted the organ. And all the engines tooted back, except Duncan, who just grinned.
No problem. Melora told us how. Bake the hall in the candle of her brain.
Well, what does that mean?
Oh, well, now that's a problem. I don't know.
Well, you better hurry, because the coronation is about to begin out there.
You're kidding. Oh, help me with this door.
I tell you, Robin, this is just too big a job for two little frogs.
You're right.
I'm glad you agree.
We need more frogs. You go to the well and get the other frogs. I'll try to figure out what to do.
Anything you say. After all, who can argue with the prince? I could just sneak out very quietly.
The coronation is about to begin.
Oh, I've got to think. What can bake the hole in the candle of her brain mean?
Presenting your noble king, Rupert II. Large cheer.
Welcome to the coronation.
Spontaneous applause.
As you know, this is my last day as your king.
Expression of regret.
Today, the crown should be passed on to my lovely daughter, Melora.
Enthusiastic cheer.
But since that is not possible,
Expression of regret.
we have for you a new queen,
Enthusiastic cheers.
my sister Tamanella.
Enthusiastic cheers.
This is terrible. He's about to crown her queen. Let me see. Bake the pollen, the candle of her brain could be, cake the caul and the brandle of her bane. No. Oh, cake the brawl and the bandle of her hane. Oh.
So it is with great sadness that I retire as your king.
Speed it up, fella. Come on, let's get on with it.
Let's see. Break the brawl and the candle of her king. No.
But it is with great happiness that I pass the crown to that lovely, noble, honorable,
Impatient.
beautiful sister of mine, Tamanella.
You're sweet.
Oh, I can't do it, and I've got to stop the coronation. But how? I need an army, a herd of elephants,
Or a frog.
Kermit.
Or better yet, a whole bunch of frogs.
Come on, we'll stop the king.
These two friends of yours, my dear.
That's it. It's not bake the hole in the candle of her brain. It's break the ball in the handle of her cane.
My power! You've destroyed my power!
She turned into a bird.
Oh my